Hey everybody, welcome to Module 4. Now, this module, we're going to be teaching you how to scale your pay-per-call campaigns like a pro. And in this video here, I'm going to give you an overview of what's to come and what you're going to learn in this module. Plus, I'm also going to show you guys how to submit your ads for review. Yes, this is an exciting module here. Not only are you guys going to learn how to scale your ads, but you also are going to now be able to submit your ads for review. So obviously, by now, many of you have already created ads, you've already launched ads, you're already seeing data come in. So now you get the chance to submit your ads for me and Antonio to review on our weekly Profit Labs. And this is very, very valuable because so many times we see students make small mistakes that when we solve them lead to massive results. And sometimes it's just one small change that can take an ad that's underperforming to an ad that's a massive winner. And so that is why these calls are some of the most valuable calls that you guys can get access to, again, in the weekly Profit Labs. So before I review and discuss and show you guys how to actually submit your ads, let's go over what this module is going to discuss. So in this module, you guys are going to learn exactly how to implement evolution scaling. So you guys have already learned what the evolution method is. And now Antonio is going to have a video showing you how to implement the evolution method while you're scaling. So this is, in a sense, is pretty simple because you're just following the evolution method. But instead of turning an ad that is not performing into one that's winning, you're doing it on an ad that is already winning to find new versions of that ad so you can keep scaling up and increasing your ad budget, okay? Your ad, how much you're spending per day across multiple variations of ads. And that can help you find a ton of different variations that are high performers and ultimately help you scale up to massive days. You're also going to learn horizontal scaling and how to vertical scale. So these are very simple as well in concept, and Antonio is going to show you exactly how to do this inside an ad account. So we're going to show you exactly over the shoulder how to implement these, when to implement these, and so on. So in essence, guys, horizontal scaling means you're going horizontally, right? So it means you're duplicating ads out. So instead of just having one fishing rod, okay, you're going to have multiple fishing rods like catching fish. So whenever you have a winning ad, you basically duplicate that ad out. So you've got 5 times that ad, which equals 5 times more ad spend, 5 times more sales, 5 times more profit. That's the essence of what horizontal scaling is. And then vertical scaling. So vertical scaling is where you actually just increase the budget on one ad. So instead of duplicating that ad out twice, you could just double the budget on that individual ad. So again, we're not going to get into the nitty gritty on this overview, but Antonio is going to discuss how this works and how to do it again over the shoulder in an ad account. And then we're also going to introduce and teach you guys how to do state-based targeting and scaling. So this is a really awesome training that we have here in this module, because as you guys have learned so far, you've been running the top geos, okay? So you've been running the top states all combined into one, which makes it a lot easier and simpler to test. But when you get into scaling and more advanced methods, what you want to start doing is identifying which states are performing the best for you and actually create designated ads for specific states. And that allows us to have a lot more scale in those states, okay? It also has a lot of benefits as well because calling out an individual state can lower CPMs, increase CTRs, and ultimately a ton of money is made by just targeting individual states, okay? So in that video, I'm going to break it down, why it works, how to actually create different ads to do state-based targeting and state-based scaling, and everything you need to know on when to transition to state-based targeting and scaling. Then Antonio is also going to teach you guys how to actually launch those state-based ads. So in that first video, I'm going to tell you guys how, when, and why to do state-based targeting and run directly to individual states and how to create ads for individual states. And then Antonio is going to jump in and show you guys how to actually set that up in your ad account as well. And then guys, at the end here, we have the $5,000 per day launch map. So this is going to be a step-by-step guide teaching you guys pretty much everything you've learned so far in the training and including what you're learning in this module, but in a systematic process, just like our testing protocol, just like our evolution method, a launch map so you understand different checkpoints to hit and then different protocols to implement. Okay, so doing the evolution method, testing specific offers, testing state-based offers, testing other offers and other verticals. And this is going to be a roadmap for you guys to follow in order to scale up, not only scale up but also test and then scale up and hit those big days. So this is going to be the exact sort of workflow that me and Antonio do on a consistent basis from start to finish, and exactly like a step-by-step launch map for you guys to follow. Okay. So guys, now let's jump into how to actually submit your ads for the ad review sessions on our weekly Profit Lab. So guys, if you have not been attending those weekly live Profit Lab calls, make sure you're attending, make sure that you're coming, or make sure you're watching the recording, because those are so valuable, as so many of you guys have been letting us know and writing in saying how awesome they are. And of course, also we get the feedback from you guys on those calls. So below this video, there is going to be a link for you to submit your ads for review. Okay, so that will be below this video, and I'm going to show you how to do it in just a moment as well. But also, before each Profit Lab weekly call, you will also receive a link to the form to submit your ads to review. So whether you submit them below this video or whether you submit them in the form that is, sent via the invitation to you to get access to the weekly Profit Lab calls, you can submit it either way and we'll be able to review your ads. Okay, guys? So I just want to discuss, these ad review sessions because, guys, our students consistently rank these sessions as the most valuable investment of their time. Because not only have you been implementing the sessions, the training, and everything that we've been teaching you guys, but once you go live, having us actually review your ads and other people's ads as well is so valuable, because one single golden nugget from these calls can and has repeatedly transformed underperforming ads into massive winners. Because, guys, you're putting in the effort, you're creating ads, you're getting data, you're getting feedback, but now having me and Antonio actually walk you through like why an ad is performing a certain way and how to improve that ad is so valuable. Because often people make the same mistakes. People make the same mistakes consistently, and being able to actually see me and Antonio break down ads and give you guys direct feedback, direct like ways to improve the ad's performance, or even giving you guys insights on how to scale that ad up based on its stats is so valuable. Okay. This could be the difference between struggling and scaling. And it often comes down to just subtle adjustments that trained eyes can catch immediately. So me and Antonio know we've been doing this game for a long time. So we're going to provide you guys those insights, those, the awareness, how we view stats, how we review data, how we look at an ad, and how we can turn an ad that isn't performing into one that is performing. And week after week, guys, we've always got feedback from students that they've implemented these improvements and these suggestions that we've made on calls, and they report breakthrough results, often literally within days of making the recommended changes. And that is because most of the time you guys don't know what you don't know. And that is why these calls are so valuable, because it literally can be just a small headline change, just one tweak to the image, just one small variation. Maybe you're making some small mistake in your ad that you thought was a smart idea, but me and Antonio come in and we give you other suggestions. We give you some more mental triggers to add into your ad, and that is why these are so valuable. All right, guys. So below this video, you will find a link to a site like this. So this is going to be the form where you can submit your ad. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to watch the video that I've actually created and linked here. And this is going to show you guys how to make sure that you're submitting all the correct details, how you're actually providing us the link to actually review your ad, and everything you need to know in order to fill this form out. Now, guys, keep in mind that we can't review absolutely everyone's funnels, and I'm sure you guys understand that. But of the ones that we do review, we will be providing so much value in that you guys are going to be able to all benefit from it. Majority of the time, 99% of the time, people make the same mistakes, and all of our advice and all of the ad review sessions are applicable to everyone. So you're not just learning from your own ad here, you're going to be learning from a pool of everyone's ads. So that is going to be super, super valuable, okay? Because as you guys know, some of the smartest people and the people that have the most success in this world, they learn from other people's mistakes. So even if your ad does not get reviewed, guys, do not worry. You're going to learn so much from all of the ads we're reviewing that you can take those golden nuggets and those tactics and everything that we teach and implement it in your own ads. All right, guys. So that's it for this video. Get stuck in, get started, and learn how to scale like a pro, guys. Make sure to attend that weekly call and also make sure to submit your ads. So that's it for this session, guys. And I'll see you guys in the rest of the training. Thanks.